Welcome to video lecture on management and entrepreneurship for IT industry. In this video, I will discuss the concept of directing. Direction is a vital managerial function. Directing is the heart of management function. All other functions of management such as planning, organizing, staffing and controlling have no importance without directing. Leadership, motivation, supervision, communication are various aspects of directing. In this video, I will discuss what is directing, what are the nature and characteristics of directing, and elements of directing. In directing, a manager instructs, guides, helps, and leads and motivates employees towards the accomplishment of organizational goals or set of objectives of the organization. Directing refers to a process or technique of instructing, guiding, inspiring, counseling, overseeing, and leading the people towards the accomplishment of organizational goal. It is a continuous managerial process that goes on throughout the life of the organization. Direction means issuance of order and leading and motivating subordinates as they go about executing orders. In other words, directing means taking action to motivate people and help them see that contributing to group objectives in their own interest. Nature and characteristics of directing are: directing initiates action. Directing is a universal function. Directing is a dynamic and continuous process. Directing is a human relationship activity. Directing flows from top to bottom of the managerial level. Directing initiates action. Directing function is performed by the managers along with planning, staffing, organizing, controlling in order to discharge their duties in the organization, while other functions prepare a platform for action. Directing initiates action. Directing is an universal function, or directing is pervasive function. Directing takes place at every level of the organization. Wherever there is a superior subordinate relationship, directing exists as every manager provides guidance and inspiration to his subordinates. Directing is a dynamic and continuous activity. Directing is a continuous function as it continues throughout the life of the organization, irrespective of the changes in manager or employees. Directing is a human factor, or directing is a human relationship activity. Since all employees are different and behave differently in different situations, it becomes important for the manager to tackle the situation appropriately. Thus, directing is a significant function that gets the work done by the employees and increases the growth of the organization. Directing flows from top level of management to the bottom level of management. That is, directing works in the descending order of hierarchy. Every manager exercises this function on his immediate subordinate, that is, the top level management directs the middle level management, and the middle level management directs the low level management or bottom level management, and the bottom level manager directs the employees or the subordinate. Direction is one of the most complex functions of management, which can be learned and performed only through long experience. However, some important principles or requirements of effective direction may be outlined as follows. Maximum individual contribution. Second directing principle is harmony of objectives. Third principle is unity of command. Direct supervision is the fourth principle of directing. Effective communication is the fifth principle of directing. And follow through is the last principle of directing. One of the main principles of directing is the contribution of individuals or maximum individual contribution. A manager should understand that employees put their 100% effort when their performance is identified and they are rewarded with some incentives. A management should adopt such directing policies and motivate the employees to contribute their maximum potential for the attainment of organizational goals. Second principle of directing is harmony of objective. Sometimes there is a conflict between the organizational objective and individual objective. For example, the organization wants profit to increase and to retain its major share, whereas the employees may perceive that they should get major share as a bonus as they worked really hard for it. Here, directing has an important role to play in establishing harmony and coordination between the objective of the organization and objective of the employees. When objective of the organization and objective of the individual go in hand, then only organization can achieve its goal or objective. Unity of direction or unity of command is the next principle of directing. Manager A is the superior manager and manager B is the manager working under manager A, and set of employees, those who are working under manager B, go for a business trip. The employees initially receive the instruction from manager B, but all of a sudden, during the middle of a trip, manager A starts giving instruction to the employees. When these employees receive instruction from both manager A and manager B, this results in confusion and conflict among the employees. Hence, they cannot put their 100% effort in their work. Hence, unity of command principle states that a subordinate should receive instruction from only one superior at a time. If he receives instruction from more than one superior at the same time, it will create confusion, conflict, and disorder in the organization. And also, he will not be able to prioritize his work. Next principle of directing is direct supervision. Every superior must maintain direct face to face contact with his subordinate. Direct supervision boosts the morale of the employees, increases their loyalty, and provides them with immediate feedback on how well they are doing. Next principle of directing is effective communication. Communication is an instrument of directing. That is, a manager gives instruction or instructs, orders, explain about the task to the employees. Efficient communication is a two-way process. How much information is correctly understood by the subordinate can be understood by the manager by encouraging them to provide proper feedback. Hence, according to the principle of effective communication, it should be seen that the instructions are clearly conveyed to the employees and it should be ensured that they have understood the same meaning as was intended to be communicated through proper feedback. The last principle of directing is follow through. Direction is not only telling subordinate what they should do but also seeing that they do it in the proper or desired manner. Hence, in follow through process or principle, manager not only checks the performance of the employee but also helps them in doing the activity as well as he should revise the plan or direction if employees find it difficult to follow through. The elements of directing. The basic elements of directing are leading, communication, and motivation. Leading. Leading is an art of transferring facts, ideas, feelings, etc. from one person to another and making him understand them. A manager has to continuously tell his subordinate about what to do, how to do, and when to do various things. Communication is the second basic element of directing. It refers to influence others in a manner to do what the leader wants to do to them. Leadership plays an important role in directing. Manager communication can inculcate trust and zeal among subordinates. Motivating is the last element of directing, which excites the people to work for attainment of desired objective. It is not only the human factor which is dynamic and provides mobility to other physical resources. Now I'll summarize the topic discussed in this lecture video. I have discussed about the one of the basic functions of management, that is direction. Direction means the use of leadership and motivation to guide the performance of subordinate towards the achievement of organizational goals. Important principles of direction are harmony of objective, unity of command, direct supervision, efficient communication, follow up, and maximize the effort or maximize the individual contribution. The basic elements of direction are communication, motivation, and leading.